Today, I'll be telling you about some of the craziest scam stories you've ever heard of in recent times. Trust me, these stories will make you wonder what inspires these scammers to come up with their insane ideas, from the hackers that gained access into JAMB system and changed students' results, to the scammer who duped his neighbor and best friend, and the trusted banker who decided to steal from the bank he's working. We have a lot to unpack here, so let's dive in. The Nigerian police arrested 3 men who hacked into JAMB's Central Admission Processing System (CAPS) and e-facility to manipulate sensitive personal data. Efa Leonard Mpama, E-Bank Ernest Jerome, and Eshet Benson altered and deleted legitimate admission letters from JAMB servers, replacing them with fake ones to secure admissions and mobilize their clients for NYSC programs. Here is how they did it. Mpama and Jerome collected personal details from prospective candidates and forwarded them to Benson. Benson, with the help of his accomplices, Daniel and Chris, who are still at large, accessed JAMB servers from JAMB's CBT centers in Calabar, Cross River State. Digital forensic analysis discovered 4 fake domains and websites created by the syndicate in Imo State. These fake websites were designed to deceive JAMB candidates into providing their personal details such as registration numbers, email addresses, and phone numbers. These details are then exploited for malicious reasons like selling the legitimate person's results or altering the admission, further compromising the JAMB admission process. Upon the arrest, the men reviewed their roles in the scheme, basically confessing to the crime. The 3 men will be charged to court once investigations is concluded. We head to Bauchi, where a 34-year-old man, Glory Samuel, allegedly defrauded his neighbor out of a whopping 120 million naira. It all started when the neighbor, who was a reputable businessman, noticed some suspicious withdrawals from his company's account. Confused, he quickly reported to the police. This action he took opened a can of worms. It turns out that Glory Samuel, his trusted neighbor, had been siphoning off money from his account for years. This case is even worse because Samuel and this businessman were neighbors for over 15 years. They even shared the market space. So, how did Samuel pull off this massive heist? Apparently, Samuel borrowed the victim's phone and, with the help of his friend, installed other banking apps like OPay and MoneyPoint. These apps allowed them to transfer the stolen money to different accounts over time. Basically, Samuel turned his neighbor's phone into a personal ATM. Upon his arrest, the police confiscated 8 tricycles, 35 million naira in cash, 2 uncompleted buildings, and lots more. He will be charged to court once investigation is complete. Finally, we touched down in Kano, where the EFCC dismantled a naira recycling syndicate. Kamaluddin Lawal, a banker, and 3 businessmen, Ismail Ibrahim, Lamido Bala, and Abba Mohammed, specialized in acquiring mutilated naira notes from various banks for criminal purposes. Here is how it worked. The men would approach one of their banks and request specific denominations, typically 200 naira notes. They would then discreetly remove a certain number of notes from each bundle. This bundle of cash, which is no longer complete, would be handed over to their accomplice, the banker Kamaluddin Lawal. The banker would then proceed to deposit the full amount as stated on the teller into the syndicate's account without actually counting the money. The agreement was clear. The banker would receive a share of the stolen cash. It was a brazen plan to defraud the banking system. The EFCC recovered over 7 million naira in cash from the men upon their arrest. Now, they are currently in EFCC custody and will face the full weight of the law once investigations are concluded. And there you have it, 3 shocking tales of deceit and betrayal that remind us how far some people are willing to go for ill-gotten gains, from the manipulation of JAMB's admission process to a trusted neighbor turned thief and a fraudulent banker. Stay tuned because justice is on its way for these criminals, and I'll be here to bring you all the updates. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gripping stories from the front lines of crime and justice. Remember, stay safe.